Welcome to day 8 in Advent as we do our devotions with our Jesse tree. We are telling stories of the Old Testament, and we've made our way all the way through the book of Genesis with a lot of familiar characters: Adam and Eve and Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Joseph. Now we're going to move into Exodus, and the main character in Exodus is a guy named Moses. So we hear about Moses in the first and the second chapters of Exodus. Time has passed since our last story with Joseph, probably about 400 years in elapsed time between Joseph and Moses. So the Israelites who had moved to Egypt to escape famine have now been there for a long time, but they no longer have any favored status. The Pharaoh, that's the Pharaoh now, has no memory or recollection of the Israelite Joseph that saved their nation. So the Israelites are enslaved to the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh is concerned that there's going to be so many Hebrew people that they are going to gain enough power to overthrow the Egyptians. So he gets concerned about that. And he decrees that his soldiers are to kill the infant babies of the Hebrews. And while the main story in Exodus is about Moses, we find these two women right off the bat in chapter 1, and they are midwives. They're Hebrew midwives, and they can't kill these babies. They can't let them die because they know that that's not the right thing to do. And their names are Shipra and Pua. And these are two women that you should pay attention to in the Old Testament because they defied the Pharaoh to let Hebrew boys live. And one of those Hebrew boys that lived was a guy named Moses. So he was born, and his mother kept him hidden until he was weaned. So now we're going to tell this story. This comes in chapter 2. Again, I'm reading from the Message translation of the Bible, which is a modern language translation by Eugene Peterson. A man from the family of Levi married a Levite woman. The woman became pregnant and had a son. She saw there was something special about him and hid him. She hid him for 3 months. When she couldn't hide him any longer, she got a little basket boat made of papyrus, waterproofed it with tar and pitch, and placed the child in it. Then she set it afloat in the reeds at the edge of the Nile. The baby's older sister found herself a vantage point a little way off and watched to see what would happen to him. Pharaoh's daughter came down the Nile to bathe. Her maidens strolled on the bank. She saw the basket boat floating in the reeds and sent her maid to get it. She opened it and saw the child, a baby crying. Her heart went out to him. She said, "This must be one of the Hebrew babies." Then his sister was before her. "Do you want me to go and get a nursing mother from the Hebrews so she can nurse the baby for you?" Pharaoh's daughter said, "Yes, go." Then the girl went and called the child's mother. Pharaoh's daughter told her, "Take this baby and nurse him for me. I'll pay you." The woman took the child and nursed him. After the child was weaned, she presented him to Pharaoh's daughter, who adopted him as her son. She named him Moses, pulled out, saying, "I pulled him out of the water." Time passed. Moses grew up. One day he went and saw his brothers, saw all that hard labor. Then he saw an Egyptian hit a Hebrew, one of his relatives. He looked this way and then that. When he realized there was no one in sight, he killed the Egyptian and buried him in the sand. The next day he went out there again. 2 Hebrew men were fighting. He spoke to the one who started it. "Why are you hitting your neighbor?" The man shot back, "Who do you think you are, telling us what to do? Are you going to kill me the way you killed that Egyptian?" Then Moses panicked. Word's gotten out. People know about this. Pharaoh heard about it and tried to kill Moses, but Moses got away to the land of Midian. So now we have the story of another person on the run. Remember Jacob on the run? Moses is on the run now. And so he's going to spend some time in the land of Midian, where he's going to work as a shepherd for his father-in-law. But that's the beginning of the story of Moses. And we're going to take a few days to walk through some of these stories of Moses in Exodus, because there's a lot of stuff going on in this second book of the Bible. But for today, we're going to hang our ornament on our tree and call it a night.